Alright, what up everybody, it's Ponter here, and today we've got a not so special game. This is a game, it's finally a game on Hometown. You know, it's been a lot of Riviera, and this is a recent pub game. This is played at the end of July in 2022, and it is going to be a good demonstration of just all the frustrations of public gameplay and the absurdity, and it's just going to be a real clown game, especially by me. I'm going to play pretty poorly, so much so that I tilt other teammates. To be fair, they're very easy to tilt certain teammates, so but I'm not going to be the only clown player in this game, definitely not. And this game is also going to demonstrate basically the total meta of this game, specifically on this map. Basically, I think that this map is all about gas station, and whoever holds gas station will win. And regardless of what the other team does or how you play, if you hold the gas station, you will win. And just a few other notes. Here's a trick to not get clogged up on the bridge. Do not do not click on the flank points until you get to around here. Because if you try to like break off here, you slow up everything on the bridge. But what we're doing is pretty interesting. Like, we've got Peru going double Artie. We've got Small Island with the smooth brain armor play, starting with 2 mediums, an amphibious, and an APC. But the ridiculous opening is the perfect counter to what we see here, which is like a special operation by Donald Duck, and a medium anti-air rush by Danja, and Spirit Gun is sneaking an infant here. In the meantime, we're so close to capping this, and I just YOLO for it, and we managed to get... I don't think Elian got on that, but close enough. And we get into a kind of a stalemate on gas station right off the bat, and I make a critical error. I click on an AA that was in here, and that was hidden by the smoke, and then my stupid tank AI, you know, goes forward, decaps. I'm getting yelled at by Majestic, so the Pua kick is a Majestic Smurf. And then I shamefully back up and do another decap. By this time, the air can come in and rescue me and just clean up this stuff. But we've captured gas station. So not holding bridge is, you know, it's not important for our side to do. Like, USA does not need to hold the bridge. It's like a nice to have. Like, look at this massive tick that we built up. But you don't need it. You shouldn't decap it multiple times, though, and let them recap it. That was definitely an error. In the meantime, there's a lot of artillery. Like, this is Peru. Peru is just going to be playing a lackadaisical crap support. I managed to kill Diamer's artillery. Danja is going to go artillery. It's just going to be a shit show. And I get this medium chopper for line of sight. Even though I think Small Island also got some he opened with medium choppers, but, you know, I'm going to get a medium chopper for line of sight to control their air. Oh yeah, they're Small Islands. He's kept that shit alive. And they're asking for armor up here, but the armor is doing its thing. We're ignoring town. I don't even want to put a tank up here anyways, or here, like, that's suicide. I'm just going to defend gas station, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm killing this crappy support player, trying to keep in cover, and I'm constantly moving around my tank. You know, I'm sitting up here forting for a little bit, and then I'm moving away, because it's just asking to get TA'd. And then Majestic starts micromanaging the armor, which is understandable. Like, he's an armor player. I'm going for an artillery hunt, because I know Danja likes to have artillery back here. That's an actual... I'm doing that on purpose. And it's also distracting Waylander. So I do have vision here, and the vision is pretty good. Like, if we look up here, we can see... See, there's the Artie that I'm trying to kill. We can see this, and I can poke Waylander and basically mentally dominate their air. Like, their air, this is not a good air player. Like, he's not an aggressive air player. If we were going up against Peru, like, this tank position would be suicide. This actually is a suicidal tank position. Like, I'm going to pull back right away because I know Majestics is going to yell at me if I stay there. But the medium, not only is this giving line of sight, it's mentally dominating the Waylander. Like, watch this. I'm going to crack a missile off on his scout. So his scout only needs 2 missiles to get got. And we can see he's not going in yet. I'm still going to try to pull back into the net of AA. And General X is still asking for tanks. Like, I'm not sending tanks there, bro. What I'm going to do is drop a heavy arty. That's a way better way to deal with all this overextended AA. And that heavy arty is going to do a lot of work. And in the meantime, yeah, just staying back. You know, we don't have a lot of units on the map because of this medium airplay. It's kind of the downfall. But there's 2 of us. There's Small Island and myself. And again, just ignoring it. Now I'm arguing with Majestics about the repairs. Like, I want repairs on my chopper up here because he's got nothing better to do. And I want to stay close to the front for line of sight. And he's telling me to go get jeeps. We're yelling at each other in voice chat. And then I know there's drops in here, so I'm keeping my heavy tank up here to snipe AA. Like, there's no AA over here now. Like, our air can clean this up. Like, this isn't that dangerous. Okay, there is an AA there. But I can't really deal with it. And now I'm getting yelled at for not having the tank here, I think, because there's drops in here and we need to clean it up, which is fair. But I have better things to do. Like, again, I'm popping shots off on Waylander's scout. And then I'm sitting here and shooting at the paras once we have line of sight. Killing this would be nice. But there's smoke and there's tanks. It's really hard to dislodge that. Like, really, we need infantry. Like, where the hell is Elian? He's defending the woods, which is pretty important. He's defending these woods, which is pretty important. But getting an AT in here would help quite a lot. But instead, I finally get into town, and I'm here just to sit on this point. And look, there's no more AA, kind of. Like, another heavy arty here would be great. Yeah, because, okay, there's 2 AA, this Bedolga. And yeah, we're still holding gas, just racking up, and there's the arty. Again, that's all you got to do in this situation if you're getting town push. Just drop arty on them constantly, and then let the air clean it up. And then in the meantime, hold this. I'm getting yelled at for overextending because I want to defend this position. And I'm also being told to get rid of the medium chopper verbally by probably a drunk Majestics, and I tell him F you. And again, look, notice I stopped the tank. I don't want to go on that point because I know there's going to be bad shit on it. But yeah, I'm keeping this because that's the only line of sight we've got. Like, again, okay, we have the air here, but the air, you can't rely on it. Like, that's temporary. Other than the air, we have no drops in these woods right now. We'd be completely blind. And again, look, Waylander's going to try to poke us. Mentally dominated. He doesn't go in on that. Even though we have a sliver of health on this AA, he's avoiding. And again, this wouldn't work on everybody, but this is a pub. And you have to expect some weaker players to fall for these shenanigans. And again, we're dodging the clusters. Just, if you're going to keep a tank a lot over here, just move it around constantly, and like this back area is your home, like your safe space. Like, you want to kind of stay back here at all times. Only go up to here or here when necessary. But like, look here, this AA is coming. This is a great spot because you can get these flanking shots. And we're getting arty too. Like, it's just a nightmare over here. And I do put a tank up here just to help, I guess. But it's so exposed. And yeah, it can take some shots. But I decide to leave. And this time I'm actually properly micro it. Yeah, he's preemptively telling us to cease fire, to not overextend. And I'm actually going to listen this time. Although I'm not going to listen. I'm going to overextend to kill that AA. And we're being told to get away from there because General X is assuming a nuke. Yeah, we're up against Diamer. Diamer's playing support against us. We're obviously going to get nuked. So we just should decompress our position from town. Like, Elian is in there now. I guess he kind of reacted to the massive
Fantastic. You're about
push,
to win.
and by filling this place up. And this, I'm overextending to like wail on these newbie AAs just because I'm whoring score here. This is a bad position, but again, I have line of sight out to here, and I know there's a weak air player. So look at it again. I poke him, and this finally he's like pit. Like that's an extravagant overextension. So I pop flares, I threw a missile into him, and I pull back towards the support. And watch this. He kills the scout. He's a little late on it because he dies, but he kills the scout, and we have an AA here that, you know, it should have been microed up sooner, but he gets there in time. Waylander sees that, and he has this medium chopper shooting at him. That's mental domination right there. But, you know, the medium artillery spam of... like this support blob over here is just outrageous. Like they're just look at all the support over here, and I'm stuck with like one AA the entire game. You know, just typical. And you know, really all we needed was just a couple more AA, but it does distract. Like they have weak air compared to us. Like we have General X air, like that's good air, and we have Gorilla air, which is just like that's ape strength. You know, fucking air. And meanwhile, they've just been decapping this and like chopping it up with spirit guns. So this has kind of absorbed their better airs and their better infantry's attention the whole time. And look, watch this whiff of a carpet. You know, I expected some more units to come across here. That's me coping, but you know, I killed 2 units. That's great. And they've decapped this. Like this is their only move because they don't hold. Like look at our position and look at this overextension. Wow, that's wild. This position is insurmountable, just completely controlling this. And finally they nuke us. And I'm YOLOing for the cap. Oh no, I'm hiding. I'm hiding at the edge here. And I'm running away. And look at this. These guys survive because you hide behind this little hill thing. Like that's you know, you either put the nuke up here like forward or you put it way back. You can't put it in the middle because this fucking hill... will block it. And we managed, like this guy managed to survive too by hiding him behind the crevice. But he's gonna get smoked by air. That's a shame. But we're still holding. Like look, ranked up heavy. The air is again not coming here. This heavy already survived somehow. And yeah, I'm just wailing on Waylander's scout again. You know, de-scouted him. Because, you know, we have no support here now. He got popped by artillery. And I'm dropping on the points because we really need to cap the town. Like, we're still chopping it up here. Look at that ranked up sniper. Damn. But Spirit Gun's going to win up there. Like, he should at least. Got some random. Actually, wow, that's a great daisy cutter. That's a Clark level daisy cutter out of Gorilla. And it's just painful trying to cap. We've got Artie dropping everywhere, but we do manage to get the cap. I missed the cap. Got napalm on the bridge. And we'll just notice the low score. Like, Majestics is a good player, and he's being outscored by, like, Peru, random noobs. What happened there? I think he was just checked out by like my refusal to listen to him. And finally my star tank dies. We have no AA there. Nobody has sent AA. Again, the only AA we have is my awesome medium chopper. So yeah, like look, the AA is all in town now. But I'm still gonna go to gas. Like I still think gas is the most important thing. It's been the strategy for this entire game. Like I'm not gonna bother. Even if the support's not there, I don't give a shit. I'm going to gas. And so sad. R.I.P. the medium chopper that trolled the team, but also did pretty good. Like I should have brought another one, honestly. But we kind of won the infight because Spirit Gun was so absorbed up here. Like Babo is just YOLOing. Like notice this, we've just been doing this insane, weird push up here the whole game that just kind of sucked up attention. But now we got Waylander and like Donald Duck were both kind of banging over there. So now we're just screwing with them up here. Man, these woods have seen better days. Like look at all this napalm. Oh man. And yeah, look, no AA support. It's tough. But I'm getting TA now. For some reason, the team has decided that I can get some TA, and I do drops. That's all you got to do. Just complain. This is some other great TA from General X. So hopefully, can this? So I'm finally. I see this great TA, and I'm saying I'm gonna go in and help out. They still managed to get the cap because this fucking fort survives. But we could push that, no problem. And we get my drops are getting slaughtered by Artie and Napalm and other shit. But I'm still pushing because it's only newbie, unsupported support over here, and I'm decapping the bridge. Like I don't give a shit. Like this is a YOLO. Don't even have smoke. If I can get a rep, I'd be fine, but I get wiped. But we're still gonna get a cap, and we get a cap a bridge, and that's GG right there. Or sorry, we get a cap a gas, and a cap a bridge, and that's a GG. I'm spamming lights. This guy gets more like the team. So this team should have won, right? Like this is a much better team than this team. Like they have two huge noobs, some clueless players. They have Skunk against Alien, or they have Spirit Gun against Alien. Skunk isn't even playing. He's just playing armor. Like, they have a better support, I would say, than us. But, honestly, this team should have won. And we won because we took gas. We just had enough players to distract them. They never were able to, like, reach critical mass to take gas. And then, regardless of the mistakes we made elsewhere, we won. And, honestly, guys, like, just push for gas. You're overthinking it a lot. Just send units to gas and you'll win. In a match mode, in a pub game. Like I have all these replays from Hometown of just, you know, the team that takes gas wins every time. It's like, it's pretty straightforward. I apologize to Majestics for overextending. I don't apologize for the medium choppers though. And yeah, GG's. See you later.